We thought they were gone with their black clothes and brooms. We thought they were burnt, killed, and massacred. Whenever this topic is raised, we just brush it under the carpet due to the fear, or we have the audacity to challenge the world we don't know with arrogance and pride. Bestowed with the power to heal and harm, their presence is often mistaken as magic because this ungoverned Saha world can't comprehend the mystic. They have their brooms, they have their bottles. Their secret tricks can scare sorcerers. Guess who I'm talking about? Yes, it is witches. And just to break a myth right now, even a man can be a witch. Yup. Hello everyone, I am Ankita Sharma and you are listening to Offbeat Trends episode number 4, Spells and Brooms. And today we are going to talk about witches and what has been the trend of witches lately. Why has the Eastern and the Western world become obsessed with witches lately? So to begin with, all thanks to Netflix, our fetish for the dark world is back. We have Vampire Diaries, Riverdale, Sabrina the Witch, Lucifer, my favorite, and not to compel any negative emotion, but yes, the originals too is in its track that is compelling us to think about the presence of the underworld in the real life. You can comprehend her, but you cannot catch her. You can find her either in a graveyard or under your bed, but her spirit is so slippery that you cannot confine her. The witch's presence in literature, cinema, and pop culture truly reflects the depth of Eastern and Western society's obsession with witches. Scholars believe that the concept of witch dates back to thousands of years ago, as long as humans worshipped deities. In Greek mythology, the first witch was Hecate, the goddess of magic and astrology. In Yoruba tradition too, witches were there and they were considered as wise women that were invested with the power of trickster. And while some of these women were in fact practicing spiritual rituals, most of them were simply healers or wise elders. You see, they were powerful and wise women. And could patriarchy ignore that? Could patriarchy not come there and smash these women out? Yes, they did so. In 1400s, however, society no longer viewed these women as healers bringing about good. The rise of male-centric Christianity in Europe in the Middle Ages, along with the growth of early capitalism, meant that powerful women had to be demonized. They had to go down. The word witch officially became a derogatory term around 1468 when German churchman Heinrich Kramer published Hammer for Witches, a medieval treatise to tell people how to hunt witches who were women that were deemed to be morally corrupt. Once wise and powerful women were now morally corrupt. The publication of this book, which coincided with the general sentiment of fear, spurred the mayhem of the witch hunt. In Europe, between 1500 and 1660, local governments murdered up to 80,000 women that were thought to be witches. That's sad. The symbol of the witch has endured over centuries as a representation of female empowerment. I believe we should take witch as a writer that is fluent in the language of enchantment. She can be a vivacious aggressor or a vulnerable prey. She is a true challenge to the patriarchal society, claiming women to be second-class citizens with no power or right. No wonder the resurgence of feminism and the popularity of witchcraft are actually a reflection on one another. Both of them have grown powerfully and parallelly in the 21st century. In today's time, anyone can be a witch, a man or a woman, rich or poor, child of a witch or child of a servant. Because ultimately, the question is, what do you think a spell is? A spell is nothing but energy directed in a particular way. We can learn how to use energy for the good or for the bad. There are actually books and courses available out there right on the internet that can help you become a witch. You can learn witchcraft. You can be a normal person and you can learn the witchcraft. Like Jay Shetty, Although he sits with us like a normal person, but deep down he's a monk, and he's also helping us to be a monk with his book Think Like a Monk. Same goes for you, you can also be a witch. But I want you all to know a fun fact that when you use your powers to bring mayhem or curse or something bad in someone else's life, you too go through the same pain, but thrice. Yes, it will happen to you and you will face thrice the pain. That's the truth. Even now, witches are around us. There is Sophia St. Thomas, Tom Grossman, and one of the most powerful witches of the world, the Romanian witch. She still exists, so beware of them. Another fun fact, they spelled the magic word with a K.